Thanks for listening to the Dr. Drew Podcast on Podcast One.
Help protect what matters with ADT's Safer, Smarter New Year sales event. For a limited time, get an ADT Security Starter Kit, everything you need to get started with ADT Pulse, including a security panel, keypad, a motion sensor, and 2 entry sensors. Plus, there's an indoor camera and key fob, all professionally installed for only $49. It's a $599 savings that comes with the warm, confident feeling of safety at home. Requires 36-month monitoring contract, QSP, and Easy Pay. Activation and early termination fees may apply. Certain markets excluded. Licenses available at ADT.com, Florida EF 0001121, Louisiana F1639. Visit ADT.com/podcast. But hurry, this special offer now ends January 21st.
Hey guys, it's Layla, and if you want to hear some inspiring stories about health, wellness, and life itself, join me every Thursday for Layla Ali Lifestyle. I've had wonderful guests like Haley Pomeroy, superstar Russell Wilson, and the amazing Devon Franklin come on the show recently. And coming up in the next few weeks will be Sylvia Tara, PhD, who will be here talking about her book, The Secret Life of Fat. You can download new episodes of Layla Ali Lifestyle every Thursday on the new Podcast One app, podcastone.com, or subscribe at Apple Podcasts.
Hey, with Dr. Drew Podcast, my great guest, Jason Ellis. Thank you, buddy, for being here.
I'm a great guest. Everybody says that.
You are a great guest, and you're a great host. Ellis,
that too, yep.
Ellistronics is the podcast.
Yep.
New episodes every week on iTunes. Two
new
episodes every week.
Wednesday and Friday. I'm a hustler, Drew. You know this.
So you can get it where? Get it at iTunes?
SoundCloud, and all that stuff.
And are they 1 hour? Are they 2 hours?
It's like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours.
Yeah, this is the thing about you I was just commenting on and complimenting you for, is that you can carry a conversation indefinitely.
Well, that's not exactly true, because I don't know if you know, but when Ellistronics started, it was with me and Tully. Then we changed our name to Podley Crew. Then I added Kevin Kraft. And then we started doing the show before the real show. What I call the real show is the Jason Ellis Show. Because that's that's the
Sirius XM.
That's my real job.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm like, this is burning me out to do the podcast before the radio show, so let's do it at my house. I have a studio.
Good.
None of them wanted to go.
Oh.
And I was like, I gotta do what's right for me. So I'm gonna, if you can't come, that's cool. I'll just do it by myself.
Yeah.
Because I thought I started the Jason Ellis Show by myself, so I thought, how easy would that be? I'm unnatural at talking by myself.
You're unnatural?
Unnatural. I thought I was going to be great at it again, because I used to be. And when I started...
You're used to having somebody across from you.
Yeah, because when I first started, I would talk by myself for hours, because there was nobody else to talk to, because that was the deal. There was no one in the room. But I've had Tully and all these other people that are really good at their job, so there's like a flow that I've become used to. It's kind of like being in first class and then going back to economy.
Though, but the one thing, having been on your show a number of times and seen your work and being a fan of your show and listening to it, Tully's a brilliant dude, for one thing.
Yeah.
He's a super bright guy, and people appreciate that. But it's really just you. You're following your own thought process. He's learned how to punch in with stuff. It's really still your thought process. So I'm surprised to hear you say that you're slowing down by yourself.
No, it took an adjustment. It took at least 2 podcasts
Did it enhance your radio show?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I can see that.
That's where I was. That's why my podcast Ellistronics goes longer than an hour, because I know that I'm sharpening the tools. So even when I kind of like that there's no one there to help me. Actually, my wife does an excellent job co-hosting.
How's that sound?
It sounds great.
It's crazy.
I knew she was from the get-go.
But I was there to think I was a great
awesome,
privilege and a great honor to be there at your wedding.
It was great to have you there.
Yeah, that was very cool at the Houdini Mansion.
Right.
Really one of the funnest afternoons I've had in a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it worked out. It worked out great. But anyway, so I felt like I'd gone backwards when I first started, and I was like, how dare you not have something to say? I remember when you couldn't switch it off. So I got back in the gym, sort of the radio gym. Yeah. So Ellistronics is like...
Did you pick a topic going in, or do you...
It's funny. I could do that if I wanted to, because it makes it better. But I kind of, now that I go live on YouTube as well. I did one last night that airs tomorrow.
So it's YouTube Live as well as the podcast.
Yeah.
So people can call in or comment in on YouTube Live.
Yeah. Well, actually, I call people on Snapchat as well. No, I don't think anyone's doing that, but I do direct phone calls to fans on Snapchat.
During the Ellistronics.
And have full-on conversations with people from all around America on Snapchat.
How about, why not all around the world?
I don't think that many people follow me in other countries.
How about Australia?
I'm not that good there anymore.
Really? How weird.
I was just skateboarding sucked. When I was the best skateboarder in Australia, nobody cared about skateboarding. When I was number one in Australia, people would ask me, "Oh, you can get paid for that?" We're talking before Tony Hawk's video game.
Is Sirius got a thing in Australia at all? Is this the Sirius broadcast?
No.
Oh, really?
No,
So it's
they're
really
just Canada
US
and
thing.
Mexico.
Oh, my, interesting. I always just assumed it was sort of...
And America, of course.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Are you happy now you're married?
Oh, that part of my life is awesome.
That was the rest part not okay?
I have trouble with... I've had trouble with my ex-wife in the past. Hopefully, you can't
Your
ever
kids
say...
seem great. I saw them at the
They're
wedding.
awesome. They're awesome. And whenever
your
there's been
daughter
a
was
problem...
giving you shit like crazy. It was hysterical.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm totally uncool. But you're aware of that, right? You're uncool, right?
Oh,
or
yeah,
are you back around to cool?
Because
I hear that happens.
Maybe
Please.
not with everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's
hit
already
and miss.
over?
Well, no, you get back to cool. For sure, you're back. When they have kids, then you're cool.
Oh,
For
great.
sure.
I'll be around for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway. But my son thinks I'm cool, so I'll take that.
Your daughter's so funny.
She's a very funny person.
And
she's
she
a
was
very
just
dangerous
giving you
person.
shit at your wedding.
Yeah, I know. That's how she rolls, though. That's because you can't support. You gotta talk smack. That's how you
Your
know
son
that
thinks
you're
you're
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That'll end.
Well, he still skateboards and stuff. I mean, I have a background where you
Right.
better think I'm cool.
Right,
I mean,
right.
until you're better than me, and the more he does it, the more he realizes.
He's going to be.
No, he's not.
I think you told me he was like a natural. Got right.
He is a natural. He's a natural at everything, but he doesn't have the scars to want to stay in the bad part. You know, like it takes a
maniac.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily, but man, it doesn't hurt.
Let's talk for a minute for people that are on. I'm not sure how many people on this podcast know you well. I'm sure most of them are familiar with you, but for some reason, I'm thinking about your brother. And we said maniac. I thought about him. I thought about how impact that had on your life. You want to just describe that to people? Because I think knowing you and that piece of your life is an important sort of.
My little brother passing away.
It's just. I just feel like if I don't know why that's such an important part of who you are that people should know that if they want to know a little bit about Jason.
Well, that was 10 years ago, almost, I think. But wait,
and he was a he was a tough dude.
He wasn't. He was. I mean, we all were. I was the damaged guy, but just on a regular day to day, we were pretty athletic and wild as
you were
testing
close?
stuff. I mean, those two were closer because none of them ever left to America. So, but when he was little, yeah, we were close because he looked up to me because there was a different. Everybody else was a little bit more closed off. Definitely would never talk on the show. He'd be more inclined to do that. The things that I was into, he was into. So we had that because we were 10 years apart. So we had that thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was. But he had been. My father passed away, and he found that to be very difficult. And
did he know about the issue between you and your father?
No,
he never knew about
did
it.
I.
At that point, you didn't know about it.
No.
You want to just describe it in loose?
I was molested by my father when I was really young, and I didn't realize it until I took a bunch of acid and meth and ecstasy the same day, and I had an imaginary friend that told me that my father molested me, and then there was back and forth on whether it was him or not for a long time, and then I did some other therapy and sort of actually, work through the process of it, and then face the unfortunate fact that it was my father all that time.
And all that time.
What's that?
Was it a long period he did that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a brief.
Well, I did the MDMA therapy.
Oh,
Are you aware of that?
I'm very aware of that.
This is some time ago.
I was writing a script right now about hallucinogen therapies and things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Writing a script? A movie about it?
No, a television series.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, it made me dive in and know even more stuff, which turns out it wasn't just one thing. It was like a bunch of times where at one point, because I always knew that I was under the bed holding onto the bed springs with my toes and my fingers, and I never understood why. I just remember seeing the big lamp coming, and then when I did this MDMA therapy, the lamp got closer and things started to happen to me that I'd blocked out, and that was when I was really I mean, it was funny because being on the MDMA, when you realize that he did that, you're in a state of mind where you could probably handle it the best way possible.
It's kind of a weird forgiving quality.
Yeah, because you're super optimistic about everything. Yeah, yeah. So you're like, oh, man. And, I started to feel bad for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, man.
Well, it's identifying
what happened to him to make him want to do that?
Well, yes, but it's identifying with the perpetrator. That's what you do when you're a victim.
Right. Yeah, well. Anyway, it's taken a long time, and that was very recent. That was in my, when I was 40, so I'm 46. So it's been a lot of.
And you said you're having some grief from your ex-wife.
Yeah, we've had our ups and downs from boyfriends and disagreements with
boyfriends that are around your kids. You mean?
Yeah, I just never met one until the other day. For the first time in 6 years, I met her boyfriend. But there was another one before that. But you know what? This guy's super grounded, and there was just a misunderstanding between me and her from... I don't want to get into it because I don't want to nail her, but there was some stuff that she did morally that I was just like, man, that's not cool.
Are you going to go on Stern and talk about the podcast?
I don't think he'll... I just don't think he ever is going to have me back on every time because I don't...
He thinks you're a great guest.
I don't know if that's really true, and I feel like maybe he just wants me to come on and talk about being gay so they can make fun of me being gay, or that I blew my dad, or...
Well, it's weird how...
I don't know how much I have left to offer him.
Well, I think you might go in the same category as Doug Stanhope for him.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of interesting, crazy stuff in your life, and he likes hearing about that. He likes talking about it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty tapped out. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to hear a bunch of really... crazy gay stories.
Well, it's weird.
I guess
how
that's
the show,
probably the only thing that he hasn't completely opened up.
Yeah, but the show is like focused on that kind of stuff lately.
Right.
So that's why I was thinking they might be.
No, they haven't hit me up, and I don't.
Are you, in terms of your sexual identity and male female stuff? Do you ever worry that's going to get involved with you and Katie? Or
what do you mean?
Is your
it does get involved.
No, has your sexual identity clarified?
That I might just go over the guy? Yeah. Like you and I might just do this, just get it over and done with.
We're going to take off you and I, that's it. That's what I'm heading towards.
In a tent? I'm not living in a tent. Wait, you and me a power couple, dude. We're living in a freaking castle if you and me get together. We will run this town. Oh, my God, I told you. Town. We would destroy everybody.
What I'm saying is that
I don't never have to worry about money again. My husband's just working around the clock, 75 podcasts an hour. Go for it.
Is that ever a concern? No. Because you at one point were like you weren't clear on stuff. It seemed like.
I think initially when I wasn't sure what I was doing. Yeah, for sure. And look, we
haven't talked about it since you weren't clear.
Okay. Oh well, then look, a lot of stuff has happened, and I think about. I'll tell you what, it's not impossible to me. It's because it's more like what my kids would think, and they're not old enough to handle that. Plus, the other thing is that I'm fully in love with Katie. Yeah, but if you threw all that away,
okay. Well, let me ask this. This is why I've often wondered to people like, you love Katie. Yeah, you dig having sex with her, and let's say you also liked having sex with men.
Yeah,
you've committed to this one person. You know what I mean?
I'm allowed to have sex with men.
Oh, that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go, man. We're going. Now it's time.
What do you mean?
You and I? Just kidding.
Oh no, we're not. Hey, see, that's the bit I don't think would work out for us. It's all the other stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That makes us a great couple. We'd have a longevity because I think there's more to us than that.
I keep telling Jason I want to do an Odd Couple TV show or something.
It's never going to happen. You can't stop making shows for everybody. You're a maniac.
Well, no, I've actually somebody wants to do a kind of a thing. I've got it, something that might, and I keep putting your name in there. So we'll see.
I'm pitching a show tomorrow.
What are you doing?
What is it? Viceland.
Pitching
to them about. This Jason Ellis mission docuseries on just how sweet I am, which is, I don't feel that confident about that because I don't really like me.
Do you know who you're pitching to?
No, I wouldn't. What, you could give me a name? I don't know anybody.
Well, Lauren Dolgen is one of the chief executives there now. She's a friend of mine. She was at MTV and created Teen Mom and all that stuff. I've known her for years and years. She's a great development exec. But I think she's out of town. When are you going?
Tomorrow.
So I think she's out of town this week, so you may not see her. But if you see somebody named Lauren, please tell her that we're friends.
All right.
And she will put you at total ease, believe me.
Well, I don't need to be at ease, Drew. I'm a killer.
Well, you
I'm
just
going
said you
in
don't
there
feel good
and
about it.
well, I hate myself, but I'll go in there and kill it.
God,
and
you
then,
are just like Mike Catherwood.
Yeah.
You guys are like the same
it's
dude
pretty
that
sad.
way.
Yeah.
Which you like, everyone likes you, everyone loves you, everyone loves what you do, and you hate yourself.
Well, I actually have proof, though. The difference is I have proof that I'm an asshole. He doesn't. That's the difference.
He did a bunch of asshole shit.
Not anymore. I still do asshole shit.
Like what?
I'm like moody and I'm working on it. But
how does Katie like living you now?
Well, it's different for her because I'm not. We're both. That's my. It's different. We don't get like that. You know.
Get moody.
We're
right
just
there.
fucking. We're both damaged. Sorry, I just cussed. Sorry. We're both damaged. So it's an understanding. I know where you're coming from. The other people that I have problems with.
She's fine with it.
I just don't. I feel like I go lighter on her, or when I do get a little annoyed, she knows where it's coming from and doesn't see the rage. She just sees what I'm trying to tell her. When I think other people, when I'm trying to tell them something and I get hyped up or angry, then it seems, because of the way I look and stuff, that it seems, and because I'm super passionate, it seems threatening. I think a lot of people find it hard to deal with. I mean, I've been personally told that it's hard to deal with.
The aggression.
The mood swings and like people.
Who tells you that? Tully?
I'm not going to get into that.
Will?
I'm just telling.
By the way, last time
everybody on this, everybody agrees. Not just Will or Tully.
I still don't understand that. Will is what is his official title?
We haven't lived. He doesn't run any. He runs like fat. I don't know what he runs.
Nobody runs. What's his title at your show? Producer
on the show?
Will.
No. Will works for other channels.
He's around.
Well, he does other stuff.
But he went with you to
Las
Las
Vegas
Vegas
for the Jason Ellis show.
Ellis Mania, and he sat like 100 yards from you guys. I did not understand that.
They all do that. I don't know.
That's so bizarre.
I mean, we don't talk until we're on the radio.
Tully sticks around you a little bit.
No, we don't talk.
Yeah, but not talking.
I mean, we just have recently.
And sitting 100 yards away from each other is different. Two different things.
I just feel like when I do the show, everything I give to it is everything I've got. And it doesn't matter if it's a good day or a bad day. It's everything I've got. So when it's over, I've got nothing left.
Oh, so you're the one that doesn't want to talk.
Oh, hell yeah. But I've never wanted to talk. Yeah, no, I shut off. People always... I don't have any friends because there's no point. After work, after the kids, after my wife...
You got nothing left.
You want to have a conversation with me? You'll just think, wait, I thought he was like a fun guy. I mean, every now and then, if I'm... You know what, when I'm working out, sure. Because that fits in the window. But if it's just at home, like I...
Yeah, people think that
left.
about like Corolla, too, because he's so funny when he's on, but he's not funny when he's off.
I feel like...
sort of quiet.
You space it out. You don't know when you're going to need it. It's sort of like a marathon.
You're performing, right?
Constantly.
Yeah, except when you're not. And then when you're not, you're not.
Yeah. But to me, it's like kids, when you're tired, sometimes you pretend you're not tired for the kids.
What's with the gold teeth? It's distracting.
Every time something smacks out, I just put a gold one in.
Are these injuries from
fighting?
Or?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, this one, I think somebody kneed me in the face and it cracked something, and then like a week later, I bit a chop or some meat thing, and it snapped it more. So I just got a gold one.
You could do other things, right?
Like what?
Like a cap or something that looks like a
Why would I do that?
So I'm not staring at your gold tooth.
Well, stop staring at my fucking gold tooth. Look at my eyes.
It's hard.
What's wrong with you?
It's hard not to look at that. That gold is distracting, I swear to God.
You'll get used to me.
I am used to it. I'm used to all...
What about the tattoo on my head?
Yeah, I don't even notice that anymore.
See?
Yeah.
Just give it time,
Drew. Those of you that don't know Jason, he's got a giant wolf face.
I've got an attention-seeking problem.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it must be, right? Why am I so covered in stuff?
Well, let's talk about that because
let's talk about it. Sure.
Because one of the things that people that get lots of tats tell me is that it's sort of a way to control what happens to your body.
Oh,
like somebody did something to me, so fuck it, I'm going to do it to myself.
Oh no, mine is a shield. Mine is a
shield people out.
Yeah, mine is stay
away.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Just lower your head at somebody.
Yeah, I just try to be scary because I don't want anybody to talk to me.
But then, in addition to being scary, you can get genuinely aggressive.
Well,
you know what I mean? You can actually be scary,
which is not cool.
Yeah,
that's something that I go to my therapist, who says hello, by the way. That I need to. It's the saddest. It's weird that we're talking about this because I've kind of faced it today and yesterday, where it is apparent to me that I am damaged and that I am going to work on myself forever, but it is a work in progress and it'll never be a normal person. I'll never be a constant delight to be around. I'll always
Can't you embrace not being a normal person?
I mean, I can embrace it to the people that don't see it as that. But if you see me as that, like that, I put up with it for the money, then it breaks my heart.
Too vulnerable.
Because then I feel sorry for myself. Mm-mm. I'm like, I feel sorry for them.
Who?
The people that have to be around it, and I feel sorry for me that has to live in it. You know what I mean? All these things that have happened to me in my childhood and in my adult life, ex-wives bashing me and stuff. It's
wives?
Things.
I thought there was just one.
Well, one ex-wife bashed me, isn't there? I've got other ex-wives. None of them
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got 2 ex-wives.
I didn't know
one
that.
bashed me.
A
lot.
The most recent one?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the one in Australia. She bashed me over here so bad that someone told me. I was telling this because I'm doing a one-man play soon. So I'm doing that 2 days a week. I have to talk to the playwright person about the story. So this morning I'm running through this bit about how I was supposed to do an autograph signing because I was a pro skateboarder until 12 o'clock. I stayed until 2 and I drank. And when I came back to the room, my wife at the time, who had a very serious temper, who had struck me several times in the past.
I remember this story.
Yeah. So she kicked me in the nuts and then kicked me in the face. Blood everywhere. Really hurt me. And I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. And then hearing somebody read it today where it was, I went in the living room after she beat me up and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm going to bed out here." And she was like, "Get in the bedroom." So I got in the bedroom. I woke up in the morning with blood all over the pillow and everything. And when I hear someone say to me that I went okay and went in and got in the bedroom, I'm like, man, sure, I'm damaged, but nowhere near as much as I used to be. Because if someone did that to me now and they were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm calling the police.
Good.
Is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because you're going to jail.
Yeah.
But at that time, I just went and got in bed with her. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But immediately I felt sad for that guy. Like when I heard that, I was like, "Oh, man, how many of these stories do you have?"
But that's good. You're not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
You should feel sad for that guy.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a long while you were very much obsessed with that second wife.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun.
How'd you get over that?
It was fun. Well, there's a bit of sarcasm there. I was time, and then also finding somebody
That's when you got sober and you had started getting treatment, though, right? Right about that.
Yeah. Actually, no. I got I've tried to get sober a million times. I got treatment.
Are you sober now?
No. I mean,
pot?
I don't drink.
Yeah.
I've just admitted that. I'm not supposed to admit it. I wasn't going to tell anybody. So I don't want anybody to be let down by me, but I just don't. I don't know. I didn't know what else to do to
manage.
Yeah, I just like it. I'm a better person with it. It sucks to say that, but
well, that's a common defense I hear.
Oh yeah,
and I can tell you, having worked with people who say that, I can't tell whether you don't seem loaded now, but I
don't get. You know what I mean?
Whatever. I don't experience you as a better person on pot. That'd be surprising to me. That would be shocking to me.
Okay.
Because you're fine not.
Wait, no, I feel better. Sorry.
Yeah, you like how you feel.
Yeah.
I get that. Have you ever thought about ketamine infusions? Have you heard about this? Ketamine infusions?
The hell's that?
I was talking to Catherine about this too, because people have tried everything to sort of deal with the self-loathing and the dysthymia and all this stuff. Yeah. They like 5 infusions of ketamine can sometimes really change
ketamine dog tranquilizer?
Yes,
the stuff that I used to get high on?
Yes. They're using it for treatment of depression now.
Give me some.
I'd rather, not chronically, just in these infusions. I'd rather see you do that and smoke a ton of pot if you're not managing stuff.
Give it to me.
I can't. There's centers that do it.
Who do I have to
talk to your therapist?
You talk to my therapist. I'm not fixing myself anymore. I try too much.
When you're looking to buy a car, you want to make sure you're getting real pricing on actual inventory. A lot of times that is not the case. People configure cars online only later to find out they are not available. Now with TrueCar, of course I'm talking about TrueCar, you get real pricing on actual inventory. This is not pricing offered by TrueCar, but pricing from an actual dealer. And not just any dealer, but a TrueCar certified dealer. This is a carefully curated network of dealers committed to transparency and offering you a competitive market price. Yeah, you know, and we talk about it all the time. Using TrueCar, you can easily find the car you want. Next, TrueCar, TrueCar.com or TrueCar app will show you what other people in your area paid for the same car you're looking for. Now you know what a fair price is, so you can feel confident. Over 3 million cars have been sold to TrueCar users by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network. Over 3,000 TrueCar Certified dealers are available nationwide. You will get to work directly with a TrueCar Certified dealer that you make contact with, and TrueCar users are more likely to enjoy a faster, better buying experience when they contact a TrueCar Certified dealer. And on average, you can expect to save over $3,000 off MSRP. Once you register, you'll see a real price on actual inventory. Hook up with that TrueCar Certified dealer. Have a better buying experience. TrueCar, go to the TrueCar.com or TrueCar app. Do what I'm telling you.
Let's talk about the podcast.
Let's talk about it.
Because you were getting fatalistic on me on your own self-development.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're going so negative. You got
I
so much good
I
shit
just
going
went through
on.
a lot of stuff. They moved my stuff out of my Sirius studio and put it in my house. I'm kind of butthurt about it all.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they want to make the studio. Other people want to use the studio, and they don't like the Jason Ellis stuff in there. So then they just took
Who
it
else
off.
wants to use it?
I don't know. All these other people. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're the marquee show.
Yeah, but they don't care about that.
Who's they? Whoever.
Everybody.
What are their shows? Are they
A
trying
lot
to
of people listen to this show.
Yeah. Are they trying to expand the? Are they trying to expand the? Well, they're all going to listen to the electronics show now too. Are they trying to expand the different talk shows and stuff on Sirius?
Yeah, they got this channel.
Yours.
It's not mine. See, I kind of thought it might be. That's why they called it Faction Talk, because I came from Faction, the music channel, but it turns out it's kind of more these other guys' channel. And that's cool because they're in New York, and then there's these other shows that have been added.
You know, Talk to Something really doesn't work on Sirius except for you and Stern and maybe Rude Jude, and it just not
Well,
not
that's
work.
not true. I think other people's shows have done okay.
Who? I don't even know.
OB's show did good.
Did it?
I think so, yes. And then I think Sam and Jim Norton have a show, and they do good.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah. But I mean, but I would argue that those shows are just platforms, almost like podcasts for their fans. And I feel like your show is a radio show that people find and stay with.
I agree.
You know, it's a little different. Same with Stern. I mean, Stern expands, contracts like a radio show.
I'm not feeling that these days.
What? Stern?
What you just said
About
your
show?
opinion about what's
your
going
show?
on. I'm not feeling that.
About
That's
your
whatever.
show?
Yep. But
They don't have numbers, right? They can't really. Jesus Christ! In Canada, you're everywhere.
I just feel like I'm really more concerned about. I think we can be better. I think I can do a better show. I think I can make a person that's never heard the show before listen and go, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm so entertained. Who are these people? I want to listen for the rest of my life. That's all I care about. All the other stuff I get dragged into because I've agreed to be a part of stuff. I used to be very separate, like a skateboarder doesn't want to hang out with rollerbladers. I'm not going to be on a channel with anybody I don't like or like have a serious friendship with. But I'm not. That's this weird mentality that doesn't fit into the corporate world.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to blend in with everybody, and it's a hard adjustment because I'm sure what I'm doing is making everybody else happy, but it's breaking my heart because I don't like to be a part of it. And just saying that I don't like to be a part of it is almost, I want to say, it's like radio racism. I'm like a stuck-up, spoiled radio Nazi.
That's what Stern does. That's how Stern succeeds.
Well, it doesn't work anymore, and it especially doesn't work when you're nowhere near as big as him. Like you said, me and him are in there, nowhere near it. He's 1,000 times bigger than me. Always will be.
And do you think maybe the Ellistronics podcast is giving you an opportunity to expand in ways that
I mean, that's why I called you. I wanted to be on your podcast. I want you to be on my podcast. I want to go on other people's shows and see what other people are baking because I don't know.
You got to go over on Rogan and Bert Kreischer and people like that and do all those.
They won't let me in their gang.
Why?
Joe doesn't want to have me on the show.
What about Bert?
Bert's cool. Bert will have me on.
Go over on Bert's
Yeah. I hit him up too.
Because he would talk to you forever.
He's super busy, but he would do it for sure.
He's great. He just talks, man.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. He comes on the radio show all the time.
Yeah.
No, he's awesome. His wife was on today. No, sorry, wrong wife. His arch nemesis. Not arch nemesis. His best buddy, Tom Segura.
She's brilliant.
She was on the show today. She's
Christine,
awesome.
Christine?
Yeah, Christina P.
I saw her
She's
podcast.
Awesome.
I know. I saw her. Have you seen her Netflix special?
No.
You need to watch it.
It's on. Yeah, I plan on it.
Because I watched it. I went, oh my God, this woman is. First of all, she doesn't give a shit. She just says whatever.
Yeah.
And and she's smart. Like,
Yeah,
really
no, she seemed
smart.
like that today.
And she kind of hides it a little bit, too. And I thought, oh, this is a smart woman. I told her, I go, get her I got to talk to her.
They also have an excellent podcast, her and her husband, that they do.
She's your mom's house.
I haven't met her.
Yeah.
She's super smart, right?
She's very smart.
Yeah.
She's super intelligent, easy to talk to. She's a great interview.
Yeah. Have you seen her Netflix thing?
I've seen part of it. I haven't finished it yet, but we could probably get her on your show. I have a contact for her.
Done.
She's great.
Done.
Oh, she would do it for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, she's awesome.
You're a Jason fan. Do you have any questions for him or anything?
Honestly, I've been in and out of this, so I don't want to ask.
He's in a bad mood.
There's a bit of craziness going on here. We got a couple Hooters girls outside, so I've been sort of in and out running around. I don't want to ask.
I used to be hooked up with Hooters. You're hooked up with Hooters, huh?
No, I didn't. Never.
Oh, Adam
never,
is?
Yeah,
I
or
used
his
to have
wife is. It's Corolla Drinks.
It's probably smart to have the wife hooked up instead of you. But I used to be hooked up with them.
Yeah,
I used to call them. They'd come over. They'd bring girls over with wings.
Crazy.
The
wings are
great
good.
time.
I just had a couple.
They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm. I was having kind of a panic attack, but just before you got here, I had like gigantic coffee and a Coke, and I was not cocaine, but Coca-Cola.
No, don't lie. It's okay.
No,
couple
I haven't
of
had
T-bumps.
cocaine's. No, I've had
You're
cocaine.
a doctor. You can prescribe yourself.
No, I literally haven't had cocaine's.
Wait, you have?
Yeah. Hang on. It was a kid when the 80s, everyone, and it's when I graduated, I was approaching a license. I was like, "What the? I can't be around near people."
Yeah, I'm going to be a doctor for Christ's
sake. No one
sakes.
could be around me.
Yeah,
I was like, I went into like a weird panic. Like, what
Good
is
idea.
This? Yeah, no kidding. And that was that. And I don't seem to be an addict to anything. I don't like stuff. I'm sort of not fun. So, official JasonEllis.com @EllisMate is where you can follow on Twitter.
And then the YouTube channel is official Ellis Mate, the YouTube channel.
And how about the Facebook? That's reading Facebook Live, right? Or did you say YouTube or Facebook?
No, YouTube. I go YouTube Live
during the pod.
during Ellistronics, the podcast that you get on iTunes.
And then you go on Instagram.
Instagram is Wolfmate. Twitter is Ellismate. I like to name myself different things everywhere around social media so that everybody finds it easy to find me so that I can become a bigger celebrity.
Good for you. And so if people want to participate and interact with you during the podcast, what's the best way?
Hit me up on Snapchat, EllisMate41, once again, a different name.
EllisMate41.
EllisMate41. I talk to everybody on there. People show me their boobs. People show me crazy things, Drew. Guys try to hit on me on there. See, I think guys think I'm a lot gayer than I am. Because I'm like, look, I'm just like kind of, maybe 15% like the
gay confused.
I'm not confused about it. I'm totally into it. I'm just like... girls do something different
to you.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah. Are you compartmentalized? Is that part of what that is? You have compartments.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Because I won't make out with dudes.
That you won't? Yeah.
Nah.
That's what trauma does too. It's sort of everything's got a compartment. And then the idea of therapy is to sort of integrate things back together a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I'm not supposed to be doing that stuff.
You talk to your therapist. I don't know where you guys are and stuff. It's not supposed
I got to take cat tranquilizer, and I'm not allowed to get BJs anymore.
And it's not. There's no supposed to. You know what I mean?
I'm getting them.
BJs.
You work too much. I'm getting sucked off.
Huh?
I'll meet you in the middle. That's how it works out. You go to work too much. And
if we were together, you mean?
No. You can suck me off. I'd never say you'd suck me off too much if we were together.
Okay.
I'm saying I have a problem with getting sucked off by men every now and then.
Yeah.
You go to work too much.
Yeah.
These are some problems that we live with.
Yeah. Or our spouses live with.
I just so happen to have a wife who thinks it's sexy that guys will jerk me off and stuff.
Oh.
I don't actually get the BJs anymore unless it's somebody I know because everybody's disgusting.
Does she do therapy too, Katie?
No.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering if, as you improve in treatment, if she needs to kind of catch up with you in some way.
Yeah, no, I thought about that, and every now and then I have learned something that I noticed that she needs to learn, and then I will hand me down give her therapy on the thing.
Does she want to hear that? Or
yeah, I fixed her. I mean that part anyway.
But it's sometimes
we fix each other. I'm not joking. We fix each
good.
other.
Listen, you guys are listen.
Do you ever worry when I think about it?
Constantly.
She does a great amount of caretaking of you. You're aware of that, right?
She's a great caretaker of me.
Well, she does a lot of caretaking. Which, well, don't you have trouble accepting that?
No.
Or you like caretaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish she made millions of dollars. That's why I'm really like you. Yeah, I know, man. We would. Oh man, I get a Bentley. Could have a convertible, Drew. Dun, dun, dun.
So I noticed when the Ellis Mania, where I was your ring boy, whatever I was
you were my quarter man, ring boy. Man, you could not get gayer right now.
Ring boy.
Ring
Jesus,
boy.
Drew, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Right?
Well, I was intentionally talking down to myself because I was shitty. I was useless. And
ring boy.
But after that,
you make yourself sound like a twink or something.
Right?
That was hired
Why do you just call yourself the butt fucker or something?
That's
ring boy.
That's later.
Sorry.
But that was after the thing. But she was very. I thought she was very ginger in the way she took care of you afterwards. You got your head knocked a good.
Yeah.
So with the next thought I had, would you ever worry about chronic traumatic encephalopathy, that sort of thing? Or do you feel it? Do you notice anything that's from all those head traumas?
No.
Do you worry about it?
Not really.
No. I wonder if all males don't have some of that. If you were doing,
I just feel like for sure I do have some of that. I mean, I have had concussions before. It's not so bad, the MMA thing, because you don't get hit as bad. Boxing, you got hit pretty bad more often, but it's still nothing from where I come from. It's nothing compared to
with the falling off a skateboard.
Yeah, fucking dirt bikes. Yeah. You're out. Like I've been knocked out so hard that I came to in the stands, sitting in the stands next to my wife at the time, and I said, "Did I get knocked out again?" And she was like, had that face, and I said, "Damn it! It's getting crazy," because it has happened to me so much. I know what that is. And then that day, we drove back to the hotel room, and when I had a shower, I started crying. But I wasn't crying because I was sad. I just started crying.
It just was some physical reaction.
Yeah, and then it kind of lingered for a couple of days, and that's the only time that I was like, that's a direct...
Caught your attention.
Yeah. But I was so young that it didn't flinch me.
But you haven't noticed any memory difficulty working memory?
I can't remember anything. I never could. I was always super high all the time. So really, I mean, I learned how to read in the last 10 years. So it's hard to compare because I work now. I'm an adult. Like I do stuff. I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
People don't understand. I used to just skateboard. I did not use my mathematical reading.
Your cognitive brain.
None of it. So it kind of is better now than it's ever been.
I'm thinking about you and pot. Do you see that Joe Rogan gave up pot for October?
Yeah. No, I watch all those guys.
And he felt a lot clearer afterwards and better. So...
Look, I've done it. I did it for over a year, and I did get a lot of things done. I got a little too much done. I felt like I was doing stuff to fill the gap that was. I'm an adrenaline guy already, and to be in your 40s and be like, I'm in the middle of text message. The guy's text message for King of the Cage. He wants me to fight in the next 20 days, and I'm contemplating it. Because I'm that easily talked into stuff that I don't want to do that right now.
You love fighting though, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to fight right now. I don't want to diet and cut weight. I don't. Yeah. This is not my career.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize what it takes to be in an actual fight. Like I walk around 220, 215. I fight at 185. I'm going to starve. I'm going to train. I'm going to get hurt. It's going to be a grind. I got kids. I got to get drive them to school.
And you got Ellistronics, and you've got
but it's. I'm really trying to stop all that stuff.
When is the next Ellis Mania? We just had one.
For another year.
Oh, I think you're doing it every 6 months.
No, the other things that we would do now are golf tournaments, and there's another Ellis Mania we're doing that is a motocross race. But it's like a mini bike race with obstacles, not jumps.
But the big event in Vegas is in October.
That's once a year.
In October.
Yep.
Okay. And why do you think the Canadians find you so appealing? First thing I noticed when I got there is just everybody's from Canada.
Well, I think that there is a drinking thing. There is it's a youthful, thrill-seeking. I don't
think about Canada that way.
But they are.
Yeah, I know.
They're very similar to Australians. I think that might be what it is.
Were the immigration patterns similar in some way?
I just think it's like this weird. They're so close to being American.
It's not the French Canadians,
but they're not English.
No. But they're British, kind of the way Australians are British.
So it's kind of like we are.
Yeah.
So there's this weird, they're just a little bit more American than we are. except for like the French bits. But
Yeah,
there's that.
the French thing is it's isolated. It's
I
just.
feel like people want to get out there and do more, just on an average.
I may be going to Melbourne soon.
Oh, yeah? To do what?
To do some radio. Somebody invited me to do that. I thought,
Just
hell
do
yeah.
what, the Drew show there?
No, to be on somebody else's show. And
Wow.
I was like, hell yeah, I'll come.
Yeah. For how long?
A week or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I
In Melbourne.
Yeah, I've not been. I've been to Sydney, and that was one of the great surprises to me how much I liked Australia. I really just like, wow. I don't know. I can't. It's pleasant. Some Australians are so pleasant, and they know how to live, and they Friday afternoons are pretty fun. And
Yeah, I don't know what it's like anymore. I've been living here for too long.
I bet it's not different.
I think I get lost there now. They
Yeah.
built different roads,
Yeah, I can see.
and
that.
I used to catch trains, so I'm pretty scrambled when I go.
Are you happy here?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't want to go home. I mean, sometimes I want to go home just because of the way everybody talks. I mean, I don't want to live in LA, but I got kids here, so that's.
Do you ever want to show your kids where you came from?
Yeah, they've been there.
Okay.
I'll show them again. I actually patched things up with my brother the other day. They believe me now.
Your siblings.
Yeah, well, my
Yeah.
other brother
Your other brother,
and my
yeah.
stepmother believe that my father did what he did after not believing me for the last 5 years.
And what convinced them?
They found out some other stuff that he did that they figured
If he can do that.
if he can do that, he could do that.
What,
Yeah.
You want to tell us what the other stuff is?
He did live sex shows up until the day he
What?
died.
What? And they didn't know that?
Nah,
How did he keep that secret?
I don't fucking know. I was
How
living
did they
over
find
here.
out about it?
His business partner told my stepmother, finally. After I had already told her, they didn't believe me on that story either.
Oh, my God. And was it with men or women? These live sex acts?
It's supposed to be with women. Apparently, he did, like, you would go to a club and he would do the sex show on stage with a woman.
Oh.
And then he also would do house calls where he would go. And I'm like, the guy was 53 when he died. Like, he didn't go to the gym every day or anything. He wasn't, like, ugly or anything, but he wasn't, like, super Mr. like,
Buff.
shredded guy.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he was ready to do whatever he had to do.
Oh, he's some kind of maniac.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And you also liked him, too, right? Made him more
I
conflicted.
adored him, yeah.
He was a
He was my idol.
cool guy, seemingly.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He was just a badass. He could do it all. And
Well, the
race cars
badass, as you know, sometimes comes from feeling real small inside and injured.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why I've done all the things I've done. Because I feel
same
very
thing.
insecure.
So
Sometimes I feel like
transmit generationally. It gets transmitted.
Yeah, well, you know what didn't get transmitted? Me touching kids. So I don't really care about the rest.
The people argue about what percentage that is of kids that go through it. It's somewhere between like 10 and 60%.
It's a lot.
But it's not 100%.
I know, but it's a lot, though.
Yeah.
It's crazy to know all those things that they've instilled in me. I mean, just the fight,
Just be grateful that it's not that.
Yeah.
Imagine if that's what you really, really like.
Yeah. I know. Well, it's actually easy for me because of the opinion I have about people that are sexual abusers or child molesters.
Yeah.
I would just kill myself. It wouldn't be hard at all. Because I despise them. Because I know what it takes. I know what the littlest thing you do to a kid when it comes to that, how long it takes, maybe not ever. Like, I'm 46. I might not ever get out of this.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Drew.
Best of luck on Ellistronics. I'll come on it. We'll do it every 2 a week on iTunes. Is a particular day it comes up?
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Wednesdays and Friday. Go to officialjasonellis.com. We're going to put this up at .drew.com as well. And it's always fun to spend time with you, man.
Thanks, dude.
Best
Thanks
of
for
luck.
having me.
All right,
You're the
we'll see you
best.
next time.
For calling times and topics, follow the show on Twitter at Dr. Drew Podcast. That's DRDREW Podcast. The music from today's episode can be found on the swinging sounds of the Dr. Drew Podcast, now available on iTunes. And while you're there, don't forget to rate the show. The Dr. Drew Podcast is a Corolla Digital production and is produced by Chris Loxamana and Gary Smith. For more information, go to drdrew.com. All conversation and information exchanged during the participation in the Dr. Drew Podcast is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do not confuse this with treatment or medical advice or direction. Nothing on these podcasts supplement or supersede the relationship and direction of your medical caretakers. Although Dr. Drew is a licensed physician with specialty board certifications by the American Board of Internal Medicine and the American Board of Addiction Medicine, he is not functioning as a physician in this environment. The same applies to any professionals who may appear on the podcast or drdrew.com.
On this historic day, Jack in the Box introduces a fast food first, the Food Truck Series. the Asian fried chicken sandwich with crunchy Asian slaw and gochujang mayo, the pork belly BLT with tangy honey aioli, and the prime rib cheesesteak smothered in provolone cheese. And to that I say, hang on, let me turn the music down. I'll take one of each and an order of fries, please.
Sounds good, Jack. Pull up to the next window.
Thank you.
Try the new food truck series at Jack in the Box today. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary.
Trump and memo, White House resignation. I'm Tim McGuire with an AP News Minute. President Trump won't declassify a memo of the Russia investigation written by Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee because it contains especially sensitive classified material. White House counsel Don McGahn, in a letter to the committee, advised the Democrats to revise the memo with the help of the Justice Department. A second White House staffer has resigned. David Sorensen, one of the administration's speechwriters, has been accused by his ex-wife of violent and emotional abuse during their short-lived marriage. Sorensen says she was the abusive one. Earlier this week, Staff Secretary Rob Porter resigned after publications of allegations that he abused his two ex-wives. He, too, denies the allegations. A friend of Associate Attorney General Rachel Brand tells the Associated Press that Brand, the third-ranking person in the Justice Department, is stepping down for a private sector job. An official announcement expected next week. I'm Tim McGuire.